What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be talking about some of the best tips and tricks that you need to know right now. We are in the month of October. Please make sure to check out all my previous tips and tricks videos leading up to this point if you are a new Madden player, because I've been seeing a lot of you guys come in and you're trying to figure out what's going on. There have been a lot of new additions added to Madden, so you're going to want to check out those tips and trick videos that are in the previous months. Very, very easily to find. Just while you're on the channel, just search it on this channel. You know, tips and tricks and things like that. That's going to help you out. So we are in the month of October, and we are going to be tackling some of the newer things that are going on right now. So the number one thing that I've continuously stressed to you guys, and I will continue to stress, is to make sure that you look at the first mission screen. All right, get used to looking at this regularly. Start to understand what this means, because once you start missing out on things, it becomes very, very annoying. And then, you know, from that point on, it's just like, yo, you know, you're going to miss out on a lot of the free things that EA Sports is actually offering for you. So you want to make sure that you continue to do that on a regular basis, okay? Going forward, you're going to definitely want to take a look at some of the other things that are happening. As far as right now, you know, the MUT Hero situation, leading up to next week, you're going to have the opportunity to get a free 91 overall player. You're going to definitely want to do that stuff. That is something that is absolutely 100% necessary to get that stuff done, okay? You know, you should be playing through the solos now so that you don't have that many more left to play for Wednesday of this week. If you're watching the video on the day that it's released, you know, pretty much you're going to be able to get a free 91 overall when you get to 140 stars. So many of us already know about that. So I just want you guys to keep moving to make sure you have enough of it done so that you're not like scrambling at the last minute to try to figure out what needs to be done at the end. All right, so definitely take a look at those things. As far as everything else, I didn't even finish some of the other things that were going on, like the Ultimate Kickoff. Many of you guys were, you know, asking about that. Yo, Gmia, did you finish the Ultimate Kickoff? No, I did not, actually. I didn't have time to get through all of it. If you guys still are looking for stars to get done, I think, yeah, I have 20. Yeah, so I have like 4 solos left, right? I just didn't finish it. Let me back out of this and kind of see what else is left there. I think I have like 4 more games that I just didn't finish up playing. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish that up, but pretty much I ran out of the need for stars. So you know, once I got MUT Master, I was just absolutely done with it, and I just didn't continue to go on. But you still can get more Ultimate Kickoff collectibles if that's something that you were looking to complete a set or whatever. But this was one of those promos that I myself personally did not like, because they didn't give us enough opportunity to get enough of those tokens to get close enough to get a player without having to spend money, which is why I like the MUT Heroes one, because they went back to giving us something that's a little bit more useful for us and a free 91 plus overall. All right, so now with that being said, you also have the Legends. Okay, now I don't know if I haven't played Legend solos in a while, because we could take a look at some of these cards. Okay, we got the Terrell Owens. What do we do out of this? Okay, Shannon Sharp and Kevin Green, I didn't want either of those. Champ Bailey, we played. Troy Aikman, we did not want. And then this week we got Jim Brown and Brian Urlacher. All right, so please take advantage of these, because a lot of these power-ups that you get are more formidable than a lot of the cards that you get fully bought out. You know, there are a lot of the actual current players that are playing right now that don't have the stats that these players have chemmed up. All of my veterans at this point know that, but you got to pick and choose which ones you're going to actually power up, because it's not cheap. And training point value has gone up tremendously. So, you know, you guys got to make sure that you understand exactly what's going on with that situation. All right, so definitely take a look at that and try to figure out what's going on as far as that goes. So now, when we take a look at you know, the current Madden 10 player, which is Gronkowski, I've already completed it. You guys should have 7 of these done already. If you don't have 7, I don't know if EA Sports is going to allow, you know, some of you guys to be able to get those extra collectibles back. I'm not sure at this point. I will fight for you guys and try to say, you know, a lot of you guys, whatever, like things happen, you know, and many of you guys were not able to successfully get it done. I totally understand that. Okay, but I don't know if it's going to be based on the fact that, look, you snooze, you lose. Like, I don't know if they're doing that. So we're going to have to take a look at some of that, you know, some of the criteria and some of the situations and see if they will allow some of the people to go back and get those. But like I told you guys, I would start early. I would start tweeting them at EA Sports _MUT. Make sure it's verified on Twitter, and just start asking, like, guys, are we going to be able to get another shot at being able to get these cards? I wasn't able to, get all of them. Whether it was like the hurricane scare, whatever. It was a lot of different things that happened with the seasons. I don't know what they're going to do, and I can't guarantee that you guys are going to get anything. But what it doesn't hurt to ask and see exactly what's going on. All right. The next thing that I wanted to touch on is they have updated the game to where, as you level up, it saves everything that's available for you. And in addition to that, you also have the weekly fantasy pack where a lot of you guys get really glitchy. All right, so some of the things that, like the level 51, this wouldn't be there in the past, but they've upgraded it so that now you'll be able to see everything as you go through. So you can just go crazy in your solos or, head to head and never even look at this and then come back later and actually purchase everything. So I just wanted to point that out as well. That's something that many of you guys have still not been taking advantage of. I would absolutely 100% look at these level up packs, because you can definitely get cards that will have value at different times that you can sell early on. Like a lot of these cards, like Jadeveon Clowney, Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas III at one point was going for a ridiculous amount, but you also have the opportunity to get a platinum card, which you can just get for coins. You just get coins from it. So that's the value for me, and that's why I usually get it, is simply because of that value. Just get the platinum, because that's what it's all about. This one I just buy with coins and then I sell it back, because in some cases people spend more for the 84s or whatever, especially like Melvin Gordon. Early on when his Series 2 Master was announced, many of you guys made a lot of coins off of it. DeCastro has a new card. There are different ways to kind of, flip this and make a little bit more. So definitely take a look at that. I just haven't had time to get that done yet. And then obviously, if you wanted to go ahead and get an 85 to 86 sidekick to get yourself started, you can go ahead and go with your fantasy pack and see what's in there. Choose one of all released 85 to 86 overall sidekick players. So that's $1.50, and then you go to the set and then you can kind of figure out which ones are the best. For me, I would probably just get it and then wait for them to add everything else back into it, because this is like a real huge tip that I'm going to give you guys right now. I know it sounds weird, I'm saying real huge. You guys have dirty minds, but what happens is these are the only cards that are available right now, but as it goes on, you're going to obviously have more that are going to be available. So the other ones should be available in the pack if you get it now. And then if you want to go after like the Jamal Adams, Jalen Ramsey, all that stuff, you can wait to get those, because they usually update those fantasy packs as everything else comes out. So you could definitely take your time with it and not open it and use it right now, just so that because there's other things that are coming out and you'll be able to get all that stuff done later. Okay? Again, with the way that you guys decide to go about it with the exchange, if you guys have 75 to 79 overall players lying around that is like filling up your binder, this is one way to get rid of it to kind of help you complete the sets. I would not use the 80 to 81 overall because the value of it for what you're getting from this, I don't think it really... I would just buy the 85 to 86 random sidekick if you're going to do it like that, or sell the individual 80 to 81s and see what you can get out of it. Because it, like, mathematically, it just doesn't make sense to me. So I don't feel comfortable saying, yeah, go ahead and use your 80 to 81s, because some of those elites have really, really high value. All right. Now, final. What did I have to touch on anything else? Let me just make sure that I have everything else. Okay, yeah. With this right here, like I said, you should have 7 of the 10. So in 3 more weeks, we're gonna all, most of us will be getting a free fantasy pack that'll give one of these for, a nat player for us, for free out of any of these MUT 10 players with the celebration. All right. If you don't, like I said, I spoke about it earlier. If you do not have all 7 right now, I would definitely, reach out, tweet, try to figure out like, yo, can we get another shot? Can we get an extra week of it? Maybe give everybody a day to complete all of them together, because at the end of the day, there are nats, right? I believe that these are nat cards. I believe so. I don't think that they're going to give it to you and make it auctionable. So it should be a nat. And if it's a nat, it kind of doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that people be like, yo, you didn't get it, whatever. But I want my viewers to get it. So I'm like, yo, listen, it's a nat card. It has no value other than what you can have on your actual team. You can't trade it. You can't sell it. So if they were to give us a day of like, all right, here goes all of them in one day, you got like 24 hours to do it. I think that would be fair for my viewers. Everybody else, I don't really care about. But For you guys, I would think that that would be fair. So I'm gonna push that for you to see if we could get something done with that. But that you should have 7 right now. If not, we'll see what we could do about that. Also, the team of the weeks, right? You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 collectibles at this point. From the date of this video, you should have 5 of the collectibles. Now, if you want to know if you have the collectibles, you can easily go into your binder and check it out and see what's going on with it. 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5. So we have those. And then on top of all of that, with the fact that the Ultimate Kickoff promo, they removed a lot of the other stuff that was going on, which I don't understand. Because they said that they would give us opportunity to use the Ultimate Kickoff collectibles in other aspects of the game. So I don't know what's going on with that. Or if they announced that they were taking it down, but I know that they said that they would allow us to still use it to get some of the other things, unless all these sets will these sets will no longer be available after 9/26. All right, cool. So that makes sense. So all you could do right now is just eat the collectibles. I guess they should have some kind of value. Just get rid of them, because there's no way I'm using 120 of them to do whatever. So yeah, that's that. Let me go over the collectibles and see exactly what they've updated to. For 4, what? We can't do anything else with it? Yeah, okay, bro. Yeah, okay, EA. All right, and we still can't do anything with the Mutt Master additional tokens either. All right, that's another thing. If you guys have completed Mutt Master, you still can't do anything with that at this point. The Expert Gauntlet token, you won't be able to do anything with that until after all the gauntlets are released, I believe, to upgrade the player, to make them auctionable or something. It's some kind of weird thing that they're doing with that, that I heard them talk about on stream. We got to figure that out. But what is going on with these Ultimate Kickoff collectibles, though? Like, are they going to give us any value to do anything with it? Because they made it impossible to use it for anything else. So I don't really understand that. We'll figure all that stuff out later, but I'm going to be putting out some inquiries about that. Now, finally, with the way that the squad is set up, at this point, we're going to be looking to go into chemistries very, very soon. So stay tuned for that, for which route we're going to take with that. But I want to kind of still point out that the legend players are still the best available at O-line. All right, Lane Johnson, we're going to figure out what we're doing with him later. But these O-linemen, take a look at them. Like, they still out there balling and doing whatever they have to do at this point. With everything else that's happening, Gale Sayers, for me, is still a very, very good running back. Some of you guys went the route of powering up Melvin Gordon from scratch all the way up and spent like a gazillion training. I hope that he's working out for you guys. Defensively, we've decided to go selfless with Pat Tillman and utilize that aspect of him with his enforcer. I'll show you really quickly what he has on him to kind of give you an idea of what you should be doing with him. The enforcer is like a no-brainer. They patched it out of the game, then they fixed it and brought it back, so that's still good. They got the Reach Elite, which I use personally, because if you're trying to make a tackle, especially on somebody that likes to run RPOs, he will tackle that player through the blocker. Okay, and then Lurker, you just get the most ridiculous animation. So these are like huge things that I've upgraded since my last tips video in September. And you guys were asking for an updated version. So this guy right here, Lurker, absolutely love it. It is what it is. If you guys got that on your Pat Tillman, write Lurker in the comments. You get the most ridiculous animations with that. Okay, finally, we're going to be still grinding out the additional slots for John Madden Coach. We only have 2 right now. We got to get the other 2 during this series, and then obviously the next series will open up the physical chem slot. Currently, we're running the Bengals offense and the Jets defense. If you are new to Madden, I would recommend the Raiders offensive playbook because it has every run in there that you will need. I'm just experimenting right now with the Bengals because I want to pass a little bit more, but I would absolutely recommend the Raiders playbook and running some of those offensive schemes that I've already previously posted on the channel. To kind of help you out. One of the earlier videos that I showed you guys, that doubles close formation out of single back is very, very glitchy. Other than that, that's pretty much everything that's happening right now currently. I need you to focus on those solos, get as many weekend league games in as you possibly can. Make sure you understand what's going on with the sets. Let's see what we're going to get done, as far as that go. And, that's pretty much it. In addition, though, like I said, with the gauntlet, you could trade your player in for any 5 if you guys haven't already done it yet, but I still believe that Devin White is the glitchiest out of all of these. The expert token, like I said, you have to wait until the other ones are released. The exchange, we finally got that exchange thing where I got Shazier back. There are going to be so many middle linebackers you could choose from. Ray Lewis is obviously going to be, the most feared something like the master or whatever. So if you wanted to trade in any of your captains that you currently have right now, you could do that as well. Those are everything. That's pretty much everything that's going on right now that you need to be aware of. Other than that, guys, I want you to enjoy your day. Have a good time. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notification bell so you can know when a video is released. And I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love.